We use actually here list class. So list class basically meant for adding list of data, but this can accept here string type of data. Here we are going to add string type of data. So list is similar to array list, but the difference between list and array list is array list does not have any type safety, but list is having type safety. So list is actually generic type. That means whatever type of data you want to put into this, you can put. Similarly, you can even sort the data from this. You can be adding dynamically elements to the list. Even here, you can remove elements from the list. At the same time, you can sort them. You can be adding elements to the existing list. You can remove from that. Similarly, you can sort the data. It is actually a generic type. List is actually list is generic type. So in the list now we are adding here just string data. We add here only string data, list string, object list equal to new list string, like this we declared here. In the same way, you can manipulate even other things. Even date and time also you can manage with the help of the list. So objects the list you can sort, but here it is what exactly? Only strings we have. You can add elements to list. Similarly, you can actually retrieve from the list using the with the help of the for each loop, you can be retrieving data from the list. Okay. So similarly, you can go with the indexing also, 0 index, 1 index, 2 index, like that you can get data from the list also. So list is basically array list, but difference between list and array list is in the array list, whatever type of data you want to add, you can add, but here one particular type of data can be added to list. So this is the basic difference between the list and array list. Even we ran this application yesterday. Okay, we can add new data here. I put here hello, then I can add data. Similarly, I can add here welcome. So add new data. I put here April. So I can add new data. Now I can refresh data. I can when I click on the refresh list box, it can be added. Data is added like this. Hello, welcome and April. But when I want to sort it, I can sort and refresh. What is happening? It's getting sorted as well as getting refreshed. So like this, you can work with the list data. You can work with list data in that way. Okay. So similar to this array list and list, we have one more collection class called as Hashtable. There is a class called as Hashtable. So using Hashtable, we can store data in the form of key value pairs. Key and value, like this, we can save data in the hash table. Key must not be duplicated, but value can be duplicated. So using key value, we can actually maintain data in the hash table. Okay, so this is going to be key and value. Data retrieval from hash table can be quite fast when compared with the list. So whenever you talk about hash table, based on the key, value can be retrieved. Okay, so let us go into hash table now and perform certain operations on that. For that, I create here one more window. The other window is window form. It is hash table. This is going to be a hash table. I make hash table window making here. So here it is hash table. I can take a key and I can take value. That way I would be adding here. So first of all, okay, I go with the toolbox. In the toolbox, I go with the here. First of all, a label I take. I put here the required label. I can drag and drop a label. Here I name it as key. Opposite to this, I can add a text box and I name it as here txt key. I use a text box, then I put here txt key. I would name this as here text is empty, but name I would like to make as txt key. This is a variable name. It is txt key I made. In the same way, I take this copy this and paste on the same window. I am making them in the same, I am pasting them in the same window. Now in the place of key, I can have now value. So here it is a value. In the place of text, I have here value, and here it is txt value. I can put a name for that. It's called as here txt value. Go with the name, then put this as txt value. Okay. Now here, as I add data, it should go to list box. Now similarly, here I can do this way. I can put two buttons on the screen. First button is here and the next button here. So first button, I put it as name is btn find. Okay, this is btn add. I make like this, and for this I want to put captions. We have a text property. Using text property, we make it. We have find, and here it is save. This is here add. So one is find, other one is add. By default, these must not be enabled. Both of them have to be disabled. Now go to properties here. The property is enabled equal to, let us make false. Somewhere you have the property called as enabled. So we need to make this as here enabled equal to false. Whether this is enabled or not, let us see. Okay, one of the properties is here enabled. Back color we have here cursor. Okay, text align, behavior, enabled is true we have. Let us make this false. Even this one enabled we make as false. Now when you run this, these two are not going to be highlighted. But when you enter here key and value, in such cases, these must be enabled. Otherwise, they must not be enabled. Okay, as soon as you enter key, and in such cases, you need to enable the find. But when you enter value, in such cases, add also must be enabled. Like that, we need to write the code. By default, these are disabled. Now go to toolbox. In the toolbox, take the list again. Put the list box here. Okay, so move the list like this. Increase the list this way. Now in the list, we can add the data. So here we are not going to add the key, but we are going to add the value. Key is going to be in the background. To the list only we have it, key is background and value is going to be in the foreground. Like this we have here. Okay, or else we can put the keys here and the values can be, associated with the background. In whatever manner you want to make, it can be made. So here, list box, we have list box 1, something like this here. So you can name even this also. Instead of saying list box, you can go to name, you try to put proper name for that. We go with the name and say it as LST data. Like this, let us put it. It is what LST data. So now, if you come to this program.cs, here we need to enable the hash table. So we don't want to go with this. Here, instead of this, we make hash table. Okay, we go with this hash table, object hash equal to here new hash table. We put like this. This way we can create. And on the top here we have generic. So this generic we can comment. When we comment this generic, in such cases we don't find any problem. So this is object hash. Because in the collections also we have same name. In the collections also we have same name. Due to that, what happens? You may have a problem. Now just run this. When you run, you get like this here. Now when you enter here data, they should be getting highlighted. Now come to the code, hash table design. Then here if you come to this, when you click on this, it opens like this. So here what you do, you can even comment this, no problem with that. So here you can create the required hash table. We can require the hash table in this. So here write system dot say this is collections then dot, here it is generic dot, go with the hash table. So hash table is not part of that. In the collections itself it's possible. So right here hash table. Okay, object h equal to, it is here new hash table. Like this, using fully qualified name you can make it. This concept is called as fully qualified name. So fully qualified name meaning is what? The class is coming from the namespace. This namespace is coming from another namespace. In the system namespace we have collections. In the collections we have hash table. Like this we create the hash table object. So this is object h is the hash table we have there. So this is the hash table available for us. Okay, so this is exactly a hash table we have. Next one, if you look at the user interface, these two are disabled. These two are disabled. When we enter data, these have to be enabled. Now write the code. Here write like it is here, private followed by write it void enable. This is find. Write like this, enable find method we write, and inside this we write the code if condition txt key dot text dot trim we write, then dot length. If it is greater than 0, in such cases we enable the button. So we write btn find dot enabled equal to true. This is equal to true, otherwise we write it as false. Else btn find then dot enabled equal to false. Write this way. Okay, we are going to write this way here. Now whenever in the text box it is changing, we need to do with that. Just call the enable find. So either it enables or disables, you write write this enable find. In the same way, here also we need to write one more method. It is called as private void. We put this here enable add. We need to enable the add method. Now txt key dot text dot trim length greater than 0, and here other thing is txt value dot this is text dot trim then dot length. If it is again greater than 0, so in such cases we need to make btn this add dot enabled equal to true. Similarly here also we need to put btn add dot enabled equal to false. Like this we make enable add. Even this method also we need to call inside the method. It is txt key change it. Even here also we call it. In the same way, when value is changing, in the value change it, we need to put this. Like this we have here the enable and disable. How it is working, see. As soon as you finish some coding, you need to immediately test it. Now it is getting enabled. Remove here, it's going off like this. Similarly here when you put some value, now it will be getting enabled. It's going to be getting enabled. So like this here, this part of code is working. But when you click on the add, it should be adding a hash table element. Try to write that now. Okay. Here what we do, we go with a try catch block. We write here try, then followed by catch, then exception ex. Why we go with the try catch block? Reason, you cannot add duplicate key. If you try to add duplicate key, it's going to be giving you message. Here write object h, then dot, it is items. Okay, object h dot, go with the add in this, add followed by, we go with the key as well as value. Key is here txt key dot, we put this as here text, then dot trim, we need to trim this. In the same way, txt value, then dot, here it is text dot trim, like this we put. So this way we are going to add to the, say, this particular this array hash table, and here we write this. So message box we put here, then dot show, we show the result here. What result we put is ex dot message, whatever message it is we are going to display. Whenever you have duplicate key, you are trying to add, it throws exception, that message we are going to put. Like this we are going to add to the hash table. Okay, similarly for this also you can write, you take find. Now here whatever data you have in the txt key, we need to find from this. Here write, if condition we use object h, then dot, you go with the contains key. So contains key, here key name we need to give, it is actually txt key, then dot text dot trim we use. Okay, it's containing, if it's containing that, so in such cases we print as message box dot show. What it says here, the key is found, the key is found, its value is, take like this, then put here a plus followed by, try to add. So what we add in this, right here object h or followed by, you can use the object key, with that you can get the value, you are going to be getting the value with that. So here we take like txt key, then dot text dot trim. Okay, we take like this followed by dot toString, so it can give us the value of the given key. Like this we can say, else put message box dot show, the key is not found, the key is not found, like this it can give us message. Okay, so this way we can try here, we are going to try that way. Now here once these are added, we need to remove the text. Here write txt key dot text equal to, this must be empty. In the same way txt value dot text, again this equal to empty, like this we set it. Let us try to add few data. What happens, see now in this, I enter some 100, it is 100, I'm typing like this, it is 100, click on add. Now if I say 100, what happens, see, so the key is found, its value is, it's 100, like this it's giving. Suppose I give here 200, what happens, see with that, the key is not found message it's giving. Now I put here, it is 200, I put like this, it is 200. When I give like this, I add now. So I press here 200, it should be giving us the value, the key is found, its value is 200, like this we have. Now whatever values are there, we need to show in the list box. We have to show in the list box. As soon as it is added, we need to add to the list box. Now come to this, here let us try to add to the list box. Okay, here we write lst data dot items, then dot, it is add here, you can go with the object, you can be adding here the object, item can be added. So this is here txt value, I can take txt value, okay, then dot text dot trim, this is here, we put this way, we are going to put in that way. Now next thing, we need to add even the value to this. We have to add even the value. So right here, lst data item start items of, we take here, we can go with the either index, okay. So items dot, okay, items of, here it is, index we can use, index we can take it. So you have just value only in that. You cannot have any, key associated with that. Fine, key name is not available, but here in such cases, you can use the key only. Instead of taking value, let us try to put the key in this. We take key and try to assign the key in that. Okay, now start running this. You go with this, enter 1000, here write 1000. Add 1000 is coming here. Now it is 2000, value, make it like this, then here 2000. So we click on the add, it's getting added. Now how many keys are available in that? There are 2 keys available in that. We have 2 keys in that. Suppose if I select this key and when I click on here, just when I press delete key, the 1000 must be deleted from that. Okay, so if I click on key here from this, the 1000 must be deleted from the array list. So that way now we should write it, and after that it should refresh. So therefore write the code for it. Now on this what I do, I go with the, say here I want to go with an event. The event is going to be key press event. I want to use with this. Go to properties, here you can find the events. Here it should be key press event. I can go with the key down event or key press event here. So using key press event, I can do that particular thing. Okay, I can go with the key press event. Key up you have here, key press. Here I click on this. I am going to click on this particular thing here. Now when I go with the key press event, it should be giving us. Now E dot, here key char equal to, E dot key char equal to, this is here. Okay, we put like this here, key char. Okay. Not this. Hello, Shaman. So whatever character I entered, it should be matching with the del key. So here it is. Use like this character, enumerator dot. Okay, not this. So I should be comparing with the, keyboard character down, that is. ASC is also wrong. Here it is. Key dot, okay, key press event args we have taken, E dot, what key we pressed we have to get from that. Okay, so it must be enter key. So here E dot enter key value, not enter key, del key value how much it is, we need to find from that. So let us try to find from this. Message box, then dot show, we can find here E dot, it is what exactly key char. So it is nothing but some key char, but we convert into integer, then with that try to do it. Int, then here it is key char. What value exactly it is, we can do with this. Then from there we can proceed. This is going to be a character. We are converting into integer. So this is integer data. This integer we need to convert to string. Then it can be displayed. Then dot to string. In such cases, you will not face any problem. So what we get here is integer data. Okay. So with that we need to manipulate it. Now go to this. Here add some data. 100. This is here 100. Okay. Add it. Now go with the 200, put it as here 200. Okay, go with this and put it 200. Now click on select this and try to press the delete key. So when we press delete key, nothing is working here. So like this key press may not work. Okay, key press is not working here. Therefore, key down event let us use. In such cases, we need to go with the key down. Here one of the keys may be key down, so we can use here key down. Based on the key down, we should do it. Go with this, and here E dot, we can have here key code. Okay, this is equal to key code. Okay, we don't have, still fine, no problem. What we do here, we paste it here, then straight away we can take the key code. It is E dot key code. So now here we can print this. This toString we require here. Okay. We can remove this bracket. Let us try to print it now. So enter 100, then followed by this is 100. Add it. Select, then after that press delete key. It says delete. So it is saying it as actually delete key. So here based on this we can actually do it. Now here we write the condition. What condition we write is, I comment it, then come to this part, here write if condition, then it is here E dot, okay, key code, then dot to string, take here dot compare to, we put like this here. With what exactly we compare here? Delete. So if it is equal to 0, in such cases we need to delete that element. We have to delete the element from the given list box. At the same time we need to remove from the, say, the hash table. From hash table we have to remove it. It is nothing but key there. So therefore we need to get it. String, here write string str key, this equal to, here we get data from the list box. It is lst data dot selected index, selected item, we take it, then dot to string, we convert into string this one here. Okay, we are taking the data, so selected data is coming there, then remove here. This is we have here object h, then dot, we say remove here. What element we need to remove? From here the key we have to remove. Just put the str key. The concerned key will be removed here. Now give a message box. Message box dot show, here write str key is removed. You can put like this, is removed from the hash table. From the hash table it is removed. Like this we put it. That's getting removed from hash table. But that's not enough actually. We need to now, we need to go with the hash table. Again the list box we need to modify. Here write lst data dot items, then dot it is clear. We make like this, we are going to clear it. Now what I do, from the list box from the hash table one by one value I retrieve, then I try to add to the to the drop down list. Now to the list box I am going to add. Now here take for this is going to be for each we use. For each key value pair we have like this here. For each here a key value pair. Okay. For each not even key. So reason here like this it is system dot collections dot it is generic dot key value pair we have here. For each key value pair here it is string, and this one is also string. Take like this, and here it is str in. So what we do from this in, this is object h. So in such cases we try to add that to the list box. We need to add to the list box lst data dot items, then dot add, followed by here str dot, we need to get the key from this key dot toString we can make it. So like this we can make this particular thing working. So this way we are retrieving key value pair from the given hash table. So here we take key and we add to the LST data items list, to that list we are adding here data. Now just try to run this. I go with this, I take 100, then I enter here 100. Okay, add it. Now enter 200. So this is here 200. This is going to be 200. Now here take 400, try to put it as here 400. Like this we take it. Now come to this, then here select, and after that try to delete it. Now 200 is removed from the hash table. It's saying okay, invalid cost exception is coming here. When we say the break, what it says here, both are string only in this str in object. Okay, we put this as object otherwise. Stop, sorry, this you can make as both object, and here also we take the object like this only, we take it. Both are going to be objects in this. We remove the objects from that, then based on that we try to do it. Now here once again run this, enter 100, here it is 100. Add this. So go with 200, then now add 200 here. Add it. Now say 500 here, try to add 500. Like this we added elements. Now go to 200, then press delete key. So 200 is removed from the hash table, it's saying, but cost is not specified, it says, say continue. Okay, so this is not working here with the key value pair. Fine. So therefore for each is not going to be working here. Key value pair we have here, key value pair, it seems it's not going to work. So in such cases we use a for loop. With for loop, let us try to do. For we use here int index, otherwise we go with the keys, not keys actually. So we go with here string array, followed by here in this object h, then dot string, this is strs equal to, put like here object h, then dot, I should get actually keys from this. I want to get all the keys. Keys is going to giving here I collection. Okay, it's going to give us actually I collection. So using I collection, I can make it. This is exactly what I collection I can use. I collection. So I collection, where it is available. Here keys is nothing but it is available from the collections.I collection. So on the top, did I add or not? Collections is not added. So just let me put here only collections, not generic, but I put here just collections. Now here in this, the code was here, I collection, COL equal to here this one, object h dot keys. I can be getting here the keys. So it's going to be giving for us I collection hash table keys it is. Now here use the for each loop. For each, we use here for each loop, for each object obj in, write this as COL. Okay, object we take like this COL, then from here we need to add that. Then write obj dot to string. We take into string and try to add here. So one by one we take and we add here. Now once again start this. Add 100, then this is here 100. We put like this. Add this. Now go with the 500, then put this as 500. We make this as here 500. Now add. Then put here some 200, make this as here 200. So make this as here 200. So go to add this. Now select 500, try to delete it now. Click on the delete, 500 is removed from hash table. Now you have 100 and 200. So like this, we can be even deleting data from the hash table. So we deleted from the hash table the required data. After that, we are reordering them. That means one by one data we are retrieving and we are adding to the LST data. Only keys we are adding. Like this, you can use the key value pairs. So this is key value pairs example. Basically, hash table is very fast when compared with the array list. So this is one such another class we have. Hash table is one such another class we have. So this is also very, very important. Similar to hash table, we have a dictionary. So in the case of dictionary, it's going to be key value pairs. Also again, but we need to define first only. We need to define in the very first that must be something like type of data is string and string like that. In the same, we can implement the say dictionary. So we come to this, then we define the dictionary here only. Instead of using this particular collection hash table, we can use here the system dot, then collections dot, here it is generic dot, this is going to be now dictionary. We use here dictionary followed by it is string, then comma string, like this we use it. String string, then here it is say object D, this is equal to new, here it is like this we create the required object. It is going to be the required object for us. Now here into this we are going to add data. Whenever we are adding new data, so we need to add in the same manner. Here this in the place of objh, we are going to add here object D, then dot followed by add we take, here we need to add the both strings. So same data we take and let us add in that. Take this and try to add here. We can add in this way. It is getting added now to the list. The rest is going to be same there. It's nothing but dictionary this time. Okay. Now here we can check like this. Objd dot contains key. So it says here it is objd, like this you can take and you can find. Otherwise it says this way. So now in the data key down, here we need to, from the D we have to remove it. Obj D dot remove it is, we are going to remove from that. But whenever we are retrieving data with the help of key value pairs, now you can do this time. Okay, so we don't use this piece of code now here. Rather than that particular piece of code, we try to use here for each. Okay, we use here for each like key value pair. Okay, we use here for each. This is going to be key value pair. That is system dot. It is collections dot generic dot key value pair we use here. Key value pair followed by string and string. Both are going to be strings only. Both of them are actually strings. Okay, both of them are going to be strings here. For each system.collections.generic key value pair, string we take here. Then we try to write this way, str. We can keep like this. Okay, so here it is str from where we use in followed by object D, like this we use. And here we are going to add data in the other way. It is here lst data dot items, then dot add, here followed by, we take the str, then write here dot, it is key. We are going to get actually key from this. So this is going to be key here, we get only string. Like this, we can take data and we can add to the list item. Now in the same way, it's going to be working. Take here 100 and enter here also 100. Now click on the add. Here we enter 200. Now write here the value as 200. Okay. Next is here 150. And here we write as 150. Put like here 150. Now add it. Now go to 200. Now delete this time. What it says, 200 is removed from the hash table. It's getting deleted. So it's not hash table this time, we are using dictionary. So in the case of dictionary, we need to specify what type of data exactly it is. String and string we specify like this. So this is what, it's a dictionary object, whereas the first one is what exactly, hash table. So into that you can add any type of data. Though we have used string here, but you can add any type of data. So these are the 4 basic collections we use very much as far as C# coding is concerned. In the C# coding, we use these classes very much. The first one is Arraylist, second thing is the list, third one is hash table, fourth one is dictionary. So in the case of Arraylist, whatever type of data you want to add, you can add, but it can only accept objects. Even if you give primitive data, they are typecasted to object, and that is called as boxing. Okay, so boxing and unboxing, we use 2 terms. Boxing is basically primitive data into object data is called as boxing, and whenever you convert object data to primitive data, it's called as unboxing. So like that we have 2 different words we use. One is boxing, other one is unboxing. For example, here I write some piece of code. Here itself I show you. Int I have here a equal to 10. Okay, now I write here integer, or okay, here it is. So integer we don't have here, therefore write system dot data system dot int 32, we take like this. Okay, followed by object int, this equal to, here write new system dot, okay, we write here, otherwise we write like this, int n equal to, write here new int, followed by a we write. So this is exactly what it is called as here. Okay, this is system dot, here it is int 32, object I, this is equal to new system dot int 32, followed by, here we specify a. Okay. We don't have any shortcut we have, but we don't have anything like that. There is no chance to convert into integer. There is a problem in this we got. So, okay, bracket is closed to it. That's the problem we had. Okay, so here, where I am missing exactly this one. Okay, we don't have any feature like that, I think. So you can't have anything like integer object here. But normally when you take primitive data and you convert into an object is called an object that is called as boxing, and similarly you can take a data from an object and when you try to convert into integer, when you try to convert into primitive data, that's called as unboxing. Whenever you try to add data to the, here the array list, or it is list, or if it is actually the hash table, or if it is dictionary, in such cases they get converted to objects. That concept is called as basically boxing. So even in such cases we use them as objects, otherwise it's going to be primitive data.